Aloha! I'm currently on the big island of Hawaii, where I've been filming at the Keck Observatory and in some of the volcano craters, looking at how this island was formed. And those should be upcoming videos that will appear on Veritasium. But for now, I wanted to talk about the most recent video, which is about launching on Vessel. Now, I was surprised at the amount of negative feedback that I received on that video. So I want to try to address some of these concerns. Now, just to recap, what I was asking you to do was not to pay money to watch my videos. It was to go try out a free website and see what you think of it. And by signing up using the link that I put in the description, you would be supporting Veritasium, Minute Physics, and Minute Earth. And you're supporting us without ever paying anything, without watching videos regularly. You are just supporting us by using that link and checking it out for the one time. So, really, I didn't think that was a big ask, and I was hoping that you would be willing to do that, maybe because you've enjoyed a video that I've posted in the past. But a lot of people have focused on this idea that eventually, to watch on Vessel first, you're gonna have to pay $3 a month. And I get that that could be a problem. I get that that could be an issue. But one thing to keep in mind is that my videos will always appear here on YouTube for free, always, forever. So I don't really think it's a big deal. I mean, the other thing is that the videos that I make are not particularly time sensitive, so it doesn't really matter if you see them now or if you see them in a week. So I didn't think the time delay was really that big of an issue. And I guess finally there's the point that, you know, some people have said, okay, so what you're really doing is not giving exclusive early access, you're really just delaying videos to come out on YouTube. And yeah, that is kind of true. We're just delaying the release of the video on YouTube by a week. The point being, there are a lot of things that delay me when I'm making a video, and most of the things that delay me are me, because I do everything on these videos from basically writing them, researching them, filming them, animating them, editing them, and then posting them online. That's just how things have worked, and mainly that's a resource issue, because there are not a lot of resources to hire other people. Now, what I'm hoping to do with the support that I'm going to receive from Vessel is to be able to ramp up my production a little bit, get people to help me, for example, film, possibly edit, maybe help me a little bit in research and writing. So basically, I want to produce more, better quality videos, and by being a part of Vessel, I can do that. And for the first year that I'm a part of Vessel, I really don't think that there's that big of a disadvantage to anyone who is checking this out, because you can watch on Vessel for free. And so I guess my point is, I don't understand a lot of the criticism. You know, there were some comments about how Vessel is working right now. There's some technical issues that need to be worked through. For example, Vessel has no Android app. So obviously that is very inconvenient to all of the Android users, and I totally understand if you don't use Vessel for that reason. That makes complete sense. Some people say it doesn't work on Internet Explorer. If you're still using Internet Explorer, obviously Vessel has some bugs to work out. Some people were saying that it's loading slowly. Who knows? Maybe Vessel will crash and burn. I have no idea. The point for the time being is that just by signing up for a free account, you would be helping the site. And so I didn't think that that was that big of an ask, but who knows? Now, some people have asked me about Patreon. Would I consider doing Patreon? Why am I not doing Patreon already? The truth is, I have a page over there, but I've never used it. I do have some of you who have pledged money to support Veritasium. I really, really, really appreciate that. But I just haven't executed on Patreon yet. And I think part of the reason is I just feel like I want to get set with what I'm doing, get organized before I start taking on crowdfunding. So thus far, Veritasium really hasn't done crowdfunding, hasn't done much merch besides a brief t-shirt sale. So basically everything that I've always done has been basically free and just ad supported here on YouTube. Now, there were some comments on the video that expressed the opinion that they thought this move to Vessel was all about greed and just making more money. And I think that is absurd, because 4 years ago, I quit my full-time job to start making educational videos on YouTube. And they did not make enough money to support me for at least 2 years, where I had to work other jobs just to pay the bills. And just last year, I guess I got back to kind of the salary I was making before I quit my job. So I have definitely not been motivated by money thus far. And once I started getting enough money to support myself, then I started using that money to support other up-and-coming YouTubers. So I really feel offended by the assertion that I'm motivated here by greed. My motivation has always been to pursue science filmmaking in the best way possible, trying to make the best, most epic, most incredible science films that I can. Ultimately, my feeling is, you know, if you don't want to support Beyond Vessel, that is totally fine, because I will be here. And the additional support from Vessel will make the videos that appear on YouTube even better and more amazing. For example, I just bought this 4K camera. I can't do that kind of stuff without funding to support it. So really, I see this as just getting more funding sources and not having to ask you guys for money. This was just asking you guys to try a free website. In a year, I'm not going to ask you to pay $3 a month. You can just stop using Vessel. So, I don't know. If you feel like supporting Veritasium without paying any money, then sign up for Vessel. And if you don't end up using it, it's no big deal. So, I hope that addresses your concerns.